Christo's archived it for us, and he keeps on telling you, things didn't work out for him. He couldn't restrict his hips. I think it's because he's so damn powerful, is that when he restricted, he couldn't sense where the club was all the time. And his martial arts and his dance and his stuff that he does on video, he understood that, I'm slowing this down a little bit. I'm going to feel what I'm doing and not force it. But he starts you off with his golf swing, and he goes through step by step, up close, visibly, and then boom, he goes out to his golf swing and back in. This is so cool the way he produces this stuff. But then later on, and I'm not going to give you everything, he wants you to hit that driver. He wants you to hit that driver, and he wants you to putt that 3-foot putt. I'm telling you, Tiger Woods and any PGA pro, if they can do those two things, they're going to have a living. They're going to make a living, and they're going to enjoy golf. You bust it down the fairway, and then you get up and you just ram that son of a bee into the back of the cup. You can go to the next tee and you can play golf. Most golf and teachers or instructors do not even say that. They don't have the guts to say that. Christo's got it because he understood it, and he's taken the big leap. So anyhow, there's other things that he does. He covers every shot with every swing, every nuance of the swing that he puts on it into his video. I'm studying it for a lot of different reasons. How he produces, how he generates the images and the imagery and the message and the massage, what he's put into it for stuff I really want to get out. I've got all this stuff in my mind that I'm going to try to get out to you. And so anyhow, Christo, you've done a wonderful job. Folks that are tuning into my channel, the 250 or whatever I got, you guys need to get on board because you're going to miss out.
Thanks a lot, Billy, for that very generous review of my new instructional video. I couldn't have done my swing evolution if it wasn't for YouTube and folks like Billy Martin. So I'll leave a link to his channel, or you should check it out, Ben Hogan's Letter Lessons. He's got some great stuff, and he helped me out a lot along the way on my journey. And I'm honored that I can help other folks on their journey, because you can conquer this game of golf. It's unbelievable, because I was frustrated for decades, and I thought that there was no answer for all the ills that plagued me. But I'm excited. I got to go play golf for the first time since April, or at least 18 holes. And the other day I started out a little bit rusty. I was 3 over after 6 holes. I was kind of hitting a ball to the right off the tee. I hit it in some trouble. But then I started working on getting my rotation all the way around. I was kind of stalling my rotation. Then the next thing you know, I played the next 12 holes and 1 under par. So that's really, really exciting for me to be able to play the game in a way that it just wasn't even a dream, or to be able to play like this 5 years ago. But now I can really see how I can become a scratch golfer. And hopefully I'll get the time to keep working on my game this year. But the thing that's so important to me is that I think I've figured something out. And I've also I think I've figured out a way to describe it for other folks. And I haven't tinkered with my swing lately. I hit the ball very solid. I hit the ball the best I've ever hit it in my life. I've picked up a club of distance, which is really exciting. It's so crazy that, I'll be a distance, away from the hole, and I'll feel like, man, I've always hit at my best, say, a 5-iron. And the other day I hit a 6-iron, and I'm like, man, I feel like I'm stretching it. But sure enough, it was pin high. It's really thrilling at the age of 46 to have picked up a club of distance. And man, I'm hitting some drives pretty far right now. I mean, the longest of my life, I guess. So it's really, really fun. And I wanted to say that I'm going to be continuing to work on describing what I'm doing. I'm going to keep putting out YouTube videos that explain more in depth what the moves are that are helping me to hit the ball and compress it so well. And I'll probably eventually do an advanced instructional video that gets much more into the minutia, because a lot of people are asking me very specific questions. Now, the old school teaching, you'd get some guidance and some major tenets to work on, and then you go to the range or you go to the golf course and you have to really work on it and dig it out of the dirt. I still believe in that, and I think that my instructional video does everything in that regards. However, you know, I do think I can get much more into the detailed specifics. And there's new concepts that I'm working on. In fact, one of the things I'm working on is called the bow. And I came up with the bow after looking at a lot of different swing videos and pictures of impact positions of great golfers. And I was doodling in one of my yellow notepads that I like to work on when I'm doing my research. And I was drawing this picture of like a free-flowing line drawing of the swing. And that's when I really kind of got the image of the bow in my mind with the body. This was very much put into my head by my teacher, Greg McCatton, you know, who's a great Hogan genius. And he was telling me, he's like, you gotta have, you know, your left leg more bent, and you gotta be into this position, more lateral side bend. And I didn't quite get it. It took me 6 months to get it, but I got it. So I posted a picture of me working on this at the gym in my Facebook page. Now this is funny because you know, I was working on this position, and one of my Facebook subscribers wrote me and said, you should be more on top of the ball and your right shoulder shouldn't be so low. And that's fine to have a discussion like this. It's great because he showed me some pictures of Justin Rose, who was not in that position. And I replied, and I sent him pictures of Lee Trevino. And I'm like, this is the position I'm trying to get into. And it's the position that's working for me. So I'm going to continue to work on this concept of the bow. And, you know, if you look at these pictures of Hogan and Trevino, you'll notice that they always seem to have this kind of bow look, you know, with a curve in their body. And it's very graceful. You know, it's totally cool. And that's the position that we're going to try and get into to help us compress the ball better. And it's what's given me an extra club of distance. So at any rate, I hope you have a great week. I hope you keep hitting the golf ball better than ever. And just hit them long and hit them straight.